Mass, and it's very clear that we are in very uncertain times. And I almost was going to do a thing where we put on the whiteboard. Have you guys ever played the game Taboo? You ever played Taboo?
Yes.
There's a bunch of words you can't use. You try to give clues. I was going to put up there unprecedented, pandemic, uncertain time, like words you can't use tonight, right? Try to go the whole night.
The sound is not coming up.
Virtually impossible because of the reality of the circumstances that we're under. And so already having arrived here tonight, we're all healthy, we're well, and it's a victory. So I applaud you for that. Many congratulations for how you all worked through all the protocols and the safety things this season, and sort of paving the way really for the next set of students that will be coming through here, hopefully enjoying the facilities and being able to participate in sports. So thank you for the example that you set and continue to do so. So thank you for that. Tonight, our purpose is to gather, get the awards to you, to honor our seniors, and to just reflect a bit on the season. Okay, so first I want to thank the coaches here behind me, Christina McKittrick, Hannah Connell, Mark Papalardo's over there out of frame. But without them, yeah, thank you. And our captains, Anna Nikolic, Jasmine Wood, and Annabelle Rickert. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Abby Gibbs. Thank you. Those four just did an awesome job, just working together as a team behind the scenes, organizing events, and just making the most of this season, creating fun opportunities in a safe way. And we just really appreciate them. And so thank you, ladies. At this time, what I'd like to do is turn it over for our awards. We'll go through the junior varsity, and then the diving, and then the varsity, and then we'll have about an 8-minute video for the seniors, representing the seniors. Then we'll introduce them, and they'll hopefully have a few remarks for us to close out the night. So with that, we have the junior varsity coaches.
All right, so how we're going to do this is we are going to ask each class to come up and kind of socially distance, spread yourselves out in front of us, and then we'll give you your awards, and then we want to take some time to talk individually about each one of you. So can I have the freshman JV swimmers from orange and blue please come on down and spread out in front of us. How wide is the
To about the speaker.
The sound was working 5 minutes ago
Okay.
because I was checking in with a parent.
So, I mean, I don't.
Maybe it cut out.
You can cycle it on and off, but I don't.
That's so cool. But maybe there's 22 households with like 12 people. They've gathered together for cocktails. What do you think?
I think it's fine.
Try to be on the yeah, like in the circle more. But that's good. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so here are freshmen. Just to explain what was handed to each freshman was their numerals. So 24, because they're the class of 2024. Some of them were asking me why I was handing them a 24. So we're just going to go through alphabetically, and we're going to mention one thing we're proud of each girl individually, time-wise, and then kind of a personality thing we also want to touch upon. So Mary, give a little wave. We're going to go first. Okay, so Mary, I was most impressed with you dropping 16.58 seconds in the 100 freestyle. This season, so she ended with a minute point 11, or 1 minute 11 seconds point 13 for her fastest time in the 100 free.
All right, and her personality trait, she is Katniss Everdeen of our team. She never gives up and is always a fighter. So that is our onion of the team.
Maxine dropped 5.07 seconds in the 53 to also break 30 seconds at the end of the season with a time of 29.56.
Maxine was our girl with true grit, so she gets our Moana of the season. She never gave up, always was willing to swim fly, even when she thought she was going to throw up. So she is Moana.
Zoe dropped 6.15 seconds in her 100 breaststroke and ended the season with a 122.62.
Zoe is our one that gets along with everyone on the team, so she is our Anna from Frozen, because she's just always trying to check in with everybody and solve the problem. She is Anna.
All right. Sorry, I got scrolled down here a little bit. All right, Phyllis dropped 7.5 seconds in the 200 IM and ended the season with a 237.25.
Phyllis is always ready and eager to learn new things, always checking in with everyone, asking questions, wanting to learn, so she is our Hermione Granger of the season.
All right, Eliana, she dropped 6.5 seconds in the 100 backstroke. She ended the season with a 109.6.
Similar to Hermione Granger, Eliana was our star student because she was asking questions on Remind weekly, as well as in practice, before and after practice, and during practice. She was our star student.
Next we have Kaya. Kaya dropped 23.49 seconds in the 100 freestyle. And she ended the season with a 109 in her 100 freestyle.
In anything that Kaya does, she swims it absolutely beautifully, so she is our gracious swan of the season. With 23 seconds at half, she swims so pretty.
All right, and last but not least for the freshmen, we have Maddie. Maddie dropped 43.99 seconds this season in her 500 free and ended the season with a 604.01.
Maddie got our Best Keep Swimming Jordy Award because she is always talking, always swimming so fast, and keeps on going throughout every single practice, obviously when she dropped that much time in a 500 free. She is the Just Keep Swimming Glory Award.
So give one last round of applause for our freshmen, and then if our sophomores could come up. All right, here are our sophomore class for JV Orange and Blue. Okay, first we have Gia. Gia dropped 6.41 seconds in her 100 breaststroke, and she ended the season with a 1:26.26.
Gia was another quiet one on our team, but she was completely deadly, so she is our 7th but deadly swimmer on this team.
Oh Lord, I did not hear that. Vivian got dropped. There's another big one. 23.18 seconds in the 100 freestyle, and she ended the season with a 1:13.80 in her 100 free.
Vivian was our rookie of the season on the JV squad. She started off not even able to do flip turns and ended up killing it with every single flip turn in the 10-100 and every race she does. So she was our rookie of the season.
All right, Margaret, her two go along together. She dropped 10.72 seconds in the 100 fly to end the season with a 105.51 in her 100 fly.
With that, Margaret gets the most memorable swim of the season because she also did that swim when she heard that the two teams were tied at our meet on Friday and threw down like no other. So she was the most memorable 100 fly.
All right, Reagan Mary, she dropped 6.77 seconds in the 100 breaststroke to end the season with a 1:15.91.
Lady Mary is the Adele of the swim team, always singing and belting it out whenever she can, every song we play. She is Adele.
When she dropped 8.24 seconds in the 100 backstroke, ended the season with a 105.65.
Gwen is the lightning queen of our team. She was so fast when it came to kicking, backstroke, or really anything. So she was always speedy and passing everyone like light.
All right, and then, all right. It's going. All right, got louder again. And then Kara dropped 12.16 seconds in her 100 freestyle and ended the season with a 104.83.
Kara was our Snow White of the team, as such a caretaker of all of our freshmen, always making sure they knew what was going on and when they were supposed to leave on the clock. So she was Snow White.
All right, thank you to our sophomores, and could the juniors please come up? Juniors. Okay, so Ada, we're going to start with Ada. Ada dropped 13.7 seconds in the 200 IM and ended the season with a 2:34.54.
characteristic goes along with Kristen Anderson because she is thing 1 and thing 2, that when there's one, there's the other. They are twinning at all times. When you find one, the other was right next to them. So they are thing 1 and thing 2.
You're missing thing 2. Okay, Mira. Mira dropped 14.1 seconds in the 100 free and ended the season with a 105.43.
Mira was our big sister of the team because she was making sure those freshmen, again, because they needed a lot of support, made sure that they knew when they were supposed to go and what they were supposed to be doing on deck, at practice, and at meets. She was the big sister.
All right, Rory dropped 14.5 seconds in the 100 free and broke a minute for a time of 59.80 seconds.
Rory was our tidal wave of the season because she was in lane 1 and always just had a need to splash the two of us as much as possible every single day.
Like my computer.
And Liv Evans, she dropped 3.63 seconds in her 100 breaststroke and ended the season with a 123.8.
Liv is our Walks the Talk award. She was always walking around making sure she told everyone how things were supposed to be, but then she also showed everyone how things were supposed to be. So she was our Walks the Talk.
All right, and Kaliana, she dropped 37.64 seconds in the 500 free and broke 6 minutes and ended the season with a 5:58.36.
Callie was our sunshine of the team. She made sure that everyone was smiling wherever she was, and also she's super blonde, so she made sure that people were laughing, they were singing, they knew what was going on. She was our sunshine.
Thank you to our juniors, and can our seniors come up? So, our seniors, okay? First of all, we just wanted to kind of, in general, give some remarks about our senior class. Although it was a smaller senior class for this year, small but mighty, and we will definitely be missing these girls and their leadership that they brought day in and day out. I feel bad that this was your senior season because it was abnormal, but you guys were the leaders both in the pool and out of the pool, showing our girls exactly what it takes to persevere through a difficult season and to make the most out of every moment that we had together, okay? So Emma is our first senior we want to honor, and she dropped 6.23 seconds in her 100 backstroke to end the season with a 121.74 and has one of the best backstroke starts for this season.
With that, she was our outside smoke of the season. She hung out in lane 6, but she was killing it, passing people when it came to kicking, sprinting, all sorts of things. She was our outside smoke.
All right, Bevy dropped 6.8 seconds in the 100 breaststroke and ended the season with a 113.39.
All right, Bevy was our DJ of the season. We would not have made it through practices without her nice, well-put-together phone keeping us through, making sure that we had music to get through the hard sets. So Bevy was our DJ.
You don't need the most advanced phone to be the DJ. Anna dropped 12.61 seconds in the 200 freestyle to end the season with a 226.13. And we're gonna mention Annabelle's now too because their award kind of like goes together, or their second part. Annabelle dropped 16.38 seconds in the 100 freestyle to end the season, listen carefully, with a 59.64. However, we're not going to go back on it because the reason it didn't show up is because you touched so lightly because you picked your head up at the finish. So I'm giving you your props for the time now. And yes, Rory, she did beat you. She beat Rory. She beat both of you. Whoever talked about it. But it is, listen, it's still not enough for Orange to have won the meet because we actually counted some extra swims for the Orange team during the meet to make it closer. So Blue still won. So it was correct to make it close in the favor of Orange with more people. Okay, here's your fun part of the board.
All right, so like Christina said, this is a season unlike any other, so we would not have gotten it through without these two as our parents, so they get our Parents Award, the two of you. They made sure everybody had their masks on, everybody grabbed all their things, everyone was social distancing, everybody was ready for the meets, spacing on the bus, timing, doing literally everything, while Christina and I were trying to keep everything else together. So we would not have gotten it through without our parents.
Thank you to our seniors. And now we are going to celebrate our divers.
All right, divers, if you could all come up and grab your information here. All right, so the divers this year, pretty large team, 12 girls. We were very fortunate to have the privilege of practicing outside for pretty much all of September, which we were blessed with the weather. And even though it got pretty cold at times, the girls maintained a really positive attitude about being outside in the cold weather. I think a couple times we practiced in the rain, which was not pleasant, but you know, they never complained. They were always on time. They were always ready to practice, and very happy with all that. So let's start with our freshmen. So we have Sophia Keberline, Violet Ruff, and Kate Lewis. Let's start with Kate, because Kate's closest to me. Kate came out for the team, very little experience in diving, but no matter what I asked her to do, you always tried it. I would have liked to have gotten that reverse this year, but maybe next year. Kate really, established some really positive attitude towards diving. There's a couple dives that she hit some mental blocks on, but we pushed through those. And I think your personal best, we finally broke 100 in there, which was awesome. And really looking forward to getting that reverse next year. Let's see, where's Violet? Violet Ruff. All right, so Violet, I would say, endured the most pain this year because no matter what, when I asked her to try a new dive, she would reluctantly do it and sometimes would end up smacking her back pretty bad. But I think that right there shows a lot of her commitment to trying to be better at diving, and I'm very excited to see what you're capable of in the next 3 years. Congratulations. And then Sophia, all the way down at the end, similar to Kate, came into diving brand new. You were eager to try every dive that you could. And Sophia kept coming to practice towards the end when it was just Cecily and Abby. And we finally got those twisters. We got the front flip full twist. We got the back flip half twist. We worked on some inward somersaults. Your eagerness to try new dives is something that is very refreshing for me, and it's always great to coach an athlete like that. Nice job. All right, jumping to our sophomore class, let's start with Riley. Riley had some ear issues this year, but even though she had some ear issues, she always kept coming to practice and dealt with the pain as best she could. What I was most proud of this year with you, Riley, is last year with front double, didn't really want to do it. This year you did it. Right? You were ready to compete it and get after it. And then back 1.5 as well, another challenging dive for you. And, looking at the number of practices maybe missed because of the ears and getting into meets and not having a lot of board time, your willingness to even do those dives that you weren't comfortable with tells me a lot about your character. So congratulations. And then all the way down, Caroline. Caroline came up for the team this first year. One of the big accomplishments that she had is she broke 200, which is a big score in high school diving. I remember her score specifically. I think your very first score was 138, and then your highest score was 210. So massive improvement there. But once we learned that inward 1.5, you just started learning dive after dive after dive. And I think, next year, get a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, do some bigger dives, and be even more competitive. So congratulations. Talking about our junior class, we're going to start down at the end. Lena. Lena's another one of those. If she wants to do a dive, she's going to do that dive. And we're doing back 1.5s and inward 1.5s. Did that back twister, which in our last meet was the best dive of the entire meet. You're, like I've said with a lot of people, when you want to come into practice learning dives, it makes coaching so much easier. And you're a breath of fresh air, and it's great working with you, and I look forward to seeing what you can accomplish next year. Gwen, right next to Lena, another one, you didn't want to work on inward 1.5, but eventually we did, and it ended up being pretty good. Another dive that we tried this year was reverse 1.5. Not quite ready, a lot of smacks there, but I think by next year we'll have all those 1.5 dives ready for meets, and you are going to crush it senior year. Next to Gwen is Kennedy. Kennedy, we set out that goal at the start. We're going to get that front flip full twist, and by that last meet, that front flip full twist was there. You never gave up on it. You kept working in practice. Whenever I didn't want to work on it, you did want to work on it, and it really paid off for you. We did some doubles this year, which was new, and honestly, never complained. Always wanted to try something different, be a better diver, be a better competitor, and I'm looking forward to senior year with you as well. All right, Tiala joined. Yeah, I know. Tiala came to us, fortunately, because field hockey wasn't going on this year. And I'm glad that it wasn't, because you were a great coachable kid. One of the prettiest lines of the divers on the team, best required dives, reverse dive was probably your best overall dive. And it's unfortunate that you're going to go back to field hockey, because I think we could get even better next year. But you were a great addition to the team. Next to Tiala is Ava. Ava came out. She, pushed through some mental roadblocks, but would have liked to have seen you accomplish a little bit more with the front double, the inner 1.5s, those dives. Maybe next year if you want to try them, but just like Tiala, real pretty lines, pointed toes all the time. You were always a meet competitor. Not necessarily a practicer, but a meet competitor. And I think that speaks a lot to just your competitiveness. Congratulations. All right, our last junior is Cecily. Cecily competed in sectionals this past weekend. Unfortunately, we don't have a state meet this year, but if we did have a state meet, you would have qualified. You were top 48 in the state. It would have been great to have that opportunity for you, but in the last week and a half, when you had more reps, your full twisting 1.5 came around, your back 1.5 was there in the sectional meet. Really proud of it, and I think you can be even better next year. And then lastly, we have Abby. Abby's a 4-year participant on the team. Very confident individual. At least that's how I have always interpreted you. And I think this year you had your personal best. 255 in a 6 dive, 440 in an 11 dive. You were 17th out of the sectionals. I'm beyond thrilled that you want to continue diving in college. All the new dives that you learned this year, you overcame twisting roadblocks and summers, like your front 2.5 was there. Couldn't be more proud of the work that you put in a very short season. And, you know, for all of you girls, all 12 of you, diving at OPRF is not easy. We don't have a diving board, we don't have a facility. We're always at the mercy of some other school, and you always come out ready to go. And you make coaching very easy. And it's truly an honor to get an opportunity to work with all of you because of how much fun you like being around each other and how much better you want to be at diving. And all great things, and I'm looking forward to seeing most of you back next year, with the exception of Abby. But congratulations, girls. Thank you so much. And to Clyde.
Okay, while Mark adjusts the camera, maybe we can have the freshman and sophomore varsity girls come up, please. I tell you what, the awards there's names, so just find your name. Margaret, yeah, here's Margaret, Rebecca, yeah, that's good. Thanks. Thank you. Mark and Mike. Good section. Mine there. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll start talking about our girls. First up is the lone freshman, Maggie Lillis. Maybe give her a wave. Maggie, I feel like I've known you a long time. Your family through age group swimming, so it's a pleasure to get to coach you finally this season. Step towards me a little, girls. This way. Allie, step this way.
Keep going.
It was finally a pleasure to get to coach you and work with you. Total sweetheart, hard worker, super versatile, and I'd love to see the work that you put in the weight room and the pool as well. You drop time nearly every time you swim. Really put big strides in the butterfly. You came in as a really talented backstroker and worked on your 200 IM. Got to still keep working on that breaststroke, but just awesome job. Thanks for a great season, Maggie Willis. Next up is Rebecca D. Rebecca came to us from the JV last year and first time on varsity. Super conscientious. Loved the way she would ask questions about her swims or how she should go about a race strategy, and just a real thoughtful approach to all her swimming. Lifetime best, I think, in 100 back and 100 free to finish out the season. So job well done, Rebecca D. Thank you. Next up is Victoria Evans, and I always try to work in the term Swiss Army knife into these speeches. Hopefully you know what that means. It's like the versatility. Many of the girls are versatile, but Victoria certainly is one of the top. Really can swim anything, and kind of emerged as the preeminent flyer for our varsity squad. Really dropping time almost every time she swam, and dropping a lifetime best at sectionals to lock in a great season. Thanks for your efforts this year, Victoria. Well done. Next up is Cassie Jones. Cassie's also a first-year varsity person, so a lot to take in. You know, the workload, the demands, the just sort of the all that it takes to kind of take it all in. New friendships, relationships, lane mates, and all that. And she just did an awesome job with all of that. She would listen well to suggestions I gave, And turned out she had 2 season bests, 200 free and 500 free at the end of the season. So well done, Cassidy. Well done. Next up is Victoria Chorus. Victoria is like the hub of our sprint core. We relied heavily upon her for those short sprints, 50, 100. Even went up into the backstroke, kind of identifying as a backstroker. I'd love to see herself as just a swimmer that could do 500 on down, work on the 200 IM. You could have a little bit of confidence in those areas, and I think we sort of made some strides in that area this season. But she ended up with lifetime best at sectionals in the 100 free and 100 back to close out a great season. Well done, Victoria. Keeping with the sprint theme, Amanda Lane is next. I think the first meet of the season against Glenbard West, she threw down, I think it was a lifetime best. Basically locked her spot for sectionals, and she kept working throughout the season on her other stuff, working hard in the weight room, and ended up with lifetime bests on sectional eve in the 100 free, and lifetime best in the 50 at sectionals. Well done, Amanda Lane. Next up, we have Paloma Pareja. Super hard worker, also very versatile, just a talented young swimmer, and just brings a lot of value to the team in the weight room, in our water time, just as a personality in the lanes and in those dry land spaces, locker rooms, bus rides, and all that. Just really love having her around. This was her second sectional, handled like a pro, ended up with a season best in the 500 free. Well done, Paloma. And finally, we have Ellie Raitt. Ellie, also a first year on varsity, and one of those ones that I've known for a long time, and just seen sort of what you've gone through and sort of physical things that you've had to endure, and to just watch you accomplish the things you did this year were pretty special. You have the admiration of your teammates. We have data to prove it. Coaches respect you and admire you, and it's due to your hard work, the kind of person you are, and I just was so proud to watch you go lifetime best in the 200 IM and 100 fly at the end of the season, and so thanks for a great season, Ellie Raitt. Also, all of the freshmen and sophomores for varsity, give them a round of applause. All right, can I have the juniors, please? All right. Yeah. All right, girls, we'll keep rolling. So we've got the juniors, and then we'll do the senior stuff with the video, and then the senior speeches, okay? So how we doing? You hanging in there? Everybody good? All right. Okay, he scooch this way, I think, to the stage frame. First junior I have is Verity Fernandez. Verity, yeah, super positive human being, super outgoing. We missed you tons when you were laid up with the COVID thing, and I know that bummed you out, and yeah, it bummed us out. It was a tough part of reality of the season, but I think you got to show off your perseverance and show what you're made of, coming back, doing all the dry lands, and throwing down some best times, season best times at the end of the season. So well done, Verity. Verity. Next up is Lauren Fricker. Lauren, dramatic improvement in the sprint freestyles this season. One of my favorite moments from the season was your reaction at conference after that. It was just really fun to watch you enjoy that lifetime best effort. As a result of all the hard work that you put in, both at the sprint end and the distance end of things, like from 50 to 500, just really remarkable. And I love the demonstration of your character that you had. You kind of had some unfinished business from conference. You came back sectional eve and dropped in a lifetime best. That was pretty cool to see. So well done, Lauren. Next up is Cameron Kozak. Cameron is super fun to have on the team, really easygoing, quick with a laugh. More importantly, she laughs at my jokes, which is awesome. And just a strong performer, again, versatile, really showed some strength in the 200s, and then showing off in that 500 freestyle at sectionals, dropping 10 seconds from a lifetime best. Yeah, awesome job. Next up is Ava Mossman. Now, we don't do this, but if I had to give like a most improved swimmer, I mean, it's crazy to think that a varsity swimmer can get most improved. It's usually for people that are new to the sport, or I don't know, grew 6 inches or something like that. But Ava had a remarkable drop in a couple of her swims. I think it was 5 seconds in the 200 free, 3 seconds in the 200 IM. Dropped another personal or lifetime best in the 100 breaststroke, and just a sweetheart, hard worker. Great to have you around. Thanks, Ava. Next up is Amelia Morrison, and another first-time varsity person. He's sort of like, if you're on JV thinking like, what's my future? What can I do to help the team? How can I get better? Those kinds of things. Amelia's a great example of that. Kind of starting off underclassmen on JV, and then working through. Here she is on varsity as a junior. Made great contributions across the board. Versatility is a huge strength of hers. Throwing down some 100 flies at the end. Strong in the 200 IM, 200 free, and then itching for a 500 at the sectional eve swimming, which just shows, again, lots of character in these girls. So appreciate your contributions this year, Amelia. Really good to work with you and get to know you. Well done. Got a couple more here. Tegan Osga. Tegan is it's like the Swiss Army knife, like with the toothpick and the saw and the scissors, and it's like the deluxe model. So much that we put her in breaststroke at the end of the season, suited her up, threw down lifetime best, got barely out-touched. She went 108.1, right? She got barely out-touched by that girl from Hinsdale. 101.7, I think she went. So she was in there. But, just exemplary in the weight room, workout in the pool, super fun, like just has that vivacious vibe about her that is infectious. It's part DJ, part social chair, just awesome stuff. Never again. But she capped off her season with 3 wins at the sectional meet. She got my vote for swimmer of the meet, but apparently that wasn't enough. They gave it to somebody else, but definitely there was nobody there that won 3 events. So congratulations, Tegan. Last but certainly not least, Ashby Stewart-Nolan. Ashby had a bit of a rough start. I don't know if she got much training in over the summer, but certainly worked through that. The girls had lots of obstacles that you worked through this year. Training time was certainly one of them, and just awesome job kind of staying positive, staying mentally strong, getting past that, finally getting in shape, and seeing lifetime best in the 100 breaststroke. The fruit of your labor was super satisfying for me. So well done, Ashby Stewart-Nolan. Congratulations. All right, you are dismissed. Thanks. Hey, let's give it up for Ashby. Okay, let the waterworks begin. Let's go. This night could have been nicknamed the Jasmine Wood Cry Fest, right? No, just kidding. She promises she won't cry, but that doesn't mean I won't. Yeah. I deliberately brought her up here by herself so that she would feel slightly embarrassed, but it's good for her. She's seldom embarrassed because she's such an accomplished human being, a lovely person, and was a great leader this year. I was proud to have her as one of the captains, and thank you for that contribution that you made to the team in and out of the pool, and just kind of setting an example for the underclassmen in years to come and so on. So just super grateful for the kind of team that we have, the culture that's sort of just baked into what we do in and amongst the diving and the swimming that happens. It's just, it's a privilege to be around. Not all programs are like this, and so Jasmine is emblematic of that type of thing. So thank you for that, as well as your swimming. Hard worker, do what I ask, just encouraging to the other kids in the pool, and just set the example with your attitude, your approach, your work ethic, and so on. Versatility is there, minus a little bit of breaststroke. It's not to put you on the spot, but you know that. You know that. I'm not going to try to lie to you up here. I loved how you kind of, your mission felt like you were just going to keep everybody in a positive mood. You know, whether you were swimming fast or not, which you did, it was just all about other people, and that was just really fun to watch. And you got a little piece of something for yourself there with the corkscrew 500 at the end. You got a little piece of that. So it's cool to see that. You deserve it. It's a great distinction to have your name on that board. So good stuff. Jasmine, thanks for a great season. Well done. All right. Before we go into the senior thing here, it's going to be about an 8-minute video slide, and then we'll do the senior introductions and then their speeches. I just want to give one more award. This is for the most valuable. Keegan, come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah. So you heard what I said. Like at this meet, I mean, sectionals. You've got Riverside, Brookfield, Taft, Leiden, Fenwick, and she's just cleaning them all up. You know, just totally killed it. Any meet we go to, I'm thinking, you know, making my lineup. She's going in the events first. Like, what are we going to build around what Tegan's doing? And that to me is the mark of like what is valuable, right? But she goes beyond that. Things that I was talking about earlier, just how kind she is, others focused, goes out of her way to like cheer for people during timed sets at practice, and is just a conscientious human being. So for that, you get the MVP. Okay? Congratulations.
All right, on the diving end, I thought this person over that whole career stepped into that role of being the example that I want all the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors to look up to as a good competitor. So Abby Gibbs, MVP, 4 years of exceptional hard work, and it capped off an amazing season this year. So congratulations.
So you're just.
Okay, now.
I will miss standing in our lane.
Can I go louder? Because I got it on my side. I'm all in there.
Favorite memory of Emma. I will miss standing in our lane in between sets with you and laughing about whether we liked the set or not.
Impression of you.
Yeah, Emma.
Let's go, guys! You got this!
What I remember about Emma is the amazing personality that she has. Oh my gosh. She is so sweet, but at the same time, she is so sassy. The thing that I remember most about Emma was how she would go all out for every single dress-up day. And it would make all of us look so bad and so boring. And she killed it every single time. I hope that even though this year's different, I hope that you're still killing it with all of those dress-up days.
So our favorite memory of Abby is when we were at team bonding and Abby picked a frog up out of the pond and just like held it for everyone to look at. This is my impression of Abby Gibbs. Guys, no, my butt doesn't have any muscles, zero. It's all just fat. Like, look at it jiggle, guys.
Some of my favorite memories with you on the team would have to be when I tried to spray you with the hose and accidentally hit Mark instead, when we had diver team bonding at your house and carved pumpkins, or most recently, when you fell out of your car at my graduation party. You never fail to put a smile on my face, and I'm so glad that I've gotten to know you over the years. I am so proud of all that you have accomplished, not only as a diver, but as a person, and I can't wait to see where life takes you next. I love you so much.
Memory with Bevy would probably be last year at conference. So I had gotten her, Maddie, and Annabelle Build-A-Bears, and I was running around the pool looking for her. I could not find her. Turns out she was swimming the whole time. But it was so funny because I was like, where is Bevy? Where's Bevy? And it was just so much fun to give her that bear, and she's actually, I think it was a bunny. I think I gave her a bunny. But she's just the sweetest, most amazing person of all time. She's just so funny and she's so sweet, and I'm so sad to see her leave. But I can't wait to see what she'll do in the world because she's such an amazing person.
I need to carry my phone. Oh shoot, it's gonna die. Come on, I can't get my phone up yet. Come on. Oh, rabbits! Oh. 50 easy? We're gonna do 50 easy? Cool down.
I wanted to share some memories I have with Bevy. Last year we would have lunch together almost every day. While I don't remember everything we would laugh and talk about, I know that having lunch with you was the highlight of most of my days. I can't forget all the adventures we had, like Fright Fest, ice skating downtown, and getting ready for homecoming. I cherish all the adventures we went on and the memories we made. You were such a kind and amazing person, and I am so lucky to be friends with you. To you and the rest of the seniors, I know things are weird right now, but keep your heads up because I know you'll all do amazing things. I love you guys. Have a great rest of the season and senior night. You guys deserve it.
Memory with Anna would probably be my freshman year, her sophomore year, when we had our last glow stick practice in the pool. Maybe for the reasons that the glow sticks maybe went down the drain, but shh, don't tell anybody. So it was pitch black in the pool. Only the glow sticks were the only thing with any light. And me and Anna, we were in the second or third lane, and we were chucking the glow sticks to the end of the deep end of the pool, and we'd swim as fast as we could to get them before they hit the bottom. And that practice is, I think, the funniest thing that she and I ever experienced, and the hardest we've laughed together. And I just remember that day, and it was so funny. And I think that even though she's going off to school and I'm sad to see her go, she's gonna do so many amazing things. She's the most caring girl you'll ever meet. She'll be your friend for anything, and she's really just the best. So, love you, Anna.
Oh my god, it's so early. I hate this.
To reach this 24-milestone of your high school career despite the non-ideal circumstances that we're currently living under. I was asked to talk about a memory that comes to my head when I think of you, and the most prominent memory in my head would be the TikTok that we made at York, because it kind of blew up and got a lot of comments. I mean, every moment I had the chance to spend with you, I'm very grateful for because you're an amazing person. and I'm so happy that I got to see you grow over the 3 years that we spent together on the team, or teams that we were in. And I love you so much, and I wish you the best.
Memory with Annabelle is definitely when I first met her at Millennium and she wore a fasking to practice. What's an impression of Annabelle? On the top.
I wanted to share a little memory about Annabelle. So last year we would always try to meet up after fourth period just to talk or catch up with stuff. And I would always love seeing her, and even if I had to walk in the wrong direction or walk out of my way just to meet up with her. And I can never forget about the drive to polo practice or just being in the car with her where she's just singing her heart out, or at least trying to, but it's always a fun laugh. Annabelle, you're one of the sweetest people I know, and you're going to do great things. Love you, and I love you, the rest of the seniors. Happy senior night.
My favorite memory of Jasmine is my first Purdue meet when I was in 8th grade. She used to wear this towel turban all around the deck, and she's the only person that ever wore it, and it was really fun.
My name is Tegan, and this is my impression of Jasmine. Can you start me?
Take your bag. Go! And one of my favorite memories with Jasmine would probably be my junior year on the team, and we were lane mates, and she just made all practices amazing and funny, and she's so, like, if she's swimming fast, you know you have to swim fast, and I looked up to you so much when we were swimming, and even at Team Millennium, and I just miss you so much. I'm so proud of you, and I know you swam super fast, and I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
I miss you guys all so much, and I miss the coaches so much. I know this is a hard time right now just because of everything that's going on, but I know you guys will power through it and have a super fun season. I wish I could be there cheering you on because I really miss the team. This is kind of cliche, but cherish every moment because you don't realize how much you're going to miss it when you go to college. I miss it so much. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you a lot, and have the best senior night ever. Go Huskies.
All right. That was very cool. Thanks for those that helped prepare that video presentation, putting together and the impressions and the stories and things to honor our seniors. And as I was watching, just think about the folks that took time to, in their freshman year or wherever they are in the beyond their time here, just to take the time to do that was really special. So remember that. If somebody asks you when you're gone from this place, to kind of shoot a video or something like that, remember how important it is to continue that tradition. That's super cool. We've been doing that for a couple of years, and it's just, I think it's a real special part of this time tonight. So thanks. So what I'd like to do is present the people in order, alphabetical order. Is that okay? Is that? We have an order class. You do it. You do it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Would you prefer you go in an order? Yeah. Okay. Who would you like to go first? You're first. Debbie, you'd like to go first? Okay, great. All right. Debbie, come on up. And I'm glad because your memories are fun. This is good. Yeah, I like humor. This is Debbie Lundeen, everybody. She's been on the team for 4 years. Yeah, and her plans for after graduation are to go to college on the East Coast. She was asked if she could go anywhere in the world to visit, sparing no resource. Where would it be and why? She said she'd love to go on a road trip around the country with friends. Her favorite team memory is when somebody asked Macy for a snack before practice, and Macy gave them a can of SpaghettiOs. her advice to the underclassmen, she said, if the pool is ever closed for gym classes because the chlorine levels are too high, don't be fooled into thinking that practice is going to be canceled. Bevy Lundeen.
Okay, hi everyone. Hello. Thank you so much to all the juniors and everyone for this senior night. It's seriously so special. I just wanted to say that this team is amazing. I have been a swimmer my whole life, and this experience was something that it made me change my whole perspective of the sport in a good way. And I seriously looked forward to this season every year. I know that's usually the opposite of what people say, but I think it's really rewarding to be able to work out with your best friends every day, and it really just pushes you physically and emotionally. And so I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite memories and give some advice to all of you guys. One of my favorite things that we did was last year when we went to Millennium Park on a Saturday morning. We spent a lot of time just playing on the playground in the Maggie Daly Park. That was just really fun and like wholesome. And then we went to the Bean and took pictures because it was empty, and that was really cool. And I just have really missed stuff like that this year with the team bondings. That was something that really stands out in my mind about something that's really special about the team is the team bondings. Another thing that I really appreciate about this team is the service aspect of it. And one of my favorite things was the swim-a-thon last year. For those of you guys who don't know, we raised a ton of money for wells in Swaziland for the Thirst Project. And we swam 3.75 miles at practice one day. And it was just really special to be able to do that. And I think sometimes we take for granted our practices and they kind of all just feel the same. But this one really stands out in my mind to me because it was just special and we were all there for more than just the swimming. So that's my advice to everyone, is that this is more than about just the swimming. Obviously that's why we're here, is to swim. But my advice is to really take each moment for the relationships and friendships and to make memories. I know that when I'm older, I probably won't remember like my best times or which teams we won against or whatever. But I hope to remember all the little things. I hope to remember things like when we were at the marathon in Chinatown and Annabelle made us smell the frogs in the grocery store. And just, I really appreciated this team and all the laughter and all the relationships. And I'm so grateful for this experience. I know I'm going to look back and think what a positive experience it was. This is definitely the highlight of my high school career. And so yeah, it's just so weird to be a senior now during COVID, to have our senior year be like this. But I'm so grateful that we had a season. I want to say thank you to the coaches for what you do every single year for us, but especially this year, to make everything work. And it was truly special and still really fun, even though it wasn't everything it usually is. And yeah, I'm going to miss you guys a lot next year, and yeah, thank you, that's it.
All right, next up we have Anna. Anna's been on the team for 4 years. Her plans for after graduation are to go to college somewhere in Illinois and major in business. Anna was asked if she could have one book memorized, which one would it be and why? And she said she would memorize the 2021 ACT book so she could flex with that 36, right? Her favorite team memories is when we were on the bus going to an away meet, and Rory thought that her calculator needed Wi-Fi. So, I had teammates like that. too. It's a common thing. What advice would you give an underclassman? She said, always bring a towel to morning practice. Don't be like me and asking everybody for a towel. Anna Nikolic.
Okay, hi guys. So I just want to say, wow, 4 years just went by, and it only feels like yesterday when
Emma Smith, Alex, and all the seniors when I was a freshman were standing up here saying their speeches, and here I am saying mine. I know this is cliche, but it really goes by faster than you would expect it. First off, I want to thank the juniors and underclassmen for making these awesome shirts and creating a great night for our seniors. I have been a part of this swim community for a long time. This team is full of the most beautiful, strong, dedicated people I have ever met. There isn't a team I know that works harder in and out of the pool. Thank you for allowing me to grow and have my lifelong friends. I am so thankful for all the memories I have made. Glow stick practice on a Wednesday morning swim, bus rides to away meets, the Chicago Marathon, the first locker room cheer when we slammed the lockers in the boys' locker room, and best of all, the pure joy at the final meet when all the time and dedication everyone puts to this team pays off. Thank you to the coaches Clyde, Christina, Hannah, and Mark for this wonderful season you have organized for us during this unconventional time. You have always pushed me to be a stronger swimmer and better version of myself. My advice to freshmen: I know this season is different and you haven't experienced a traditional season, but the next few years will be the best regardless of the circumstances. Sophomores, you're basically halfway done with swimming. Cherish the next 2 years. And juniors, it will go faster than you think. Next thing you know, you'll be writing your speech and standing up here. And my fellow seniors, I love you guys so much, and I hope you strive in college. Thank you for growing with me through these years and forever being my lifelong friends. I will miss you guys so much.
All right, next up we have Abby. Welcome, Abby. Abby's been on the team for 4 years, and according to your mom, I've known you since you were like 3 months old or something like that. Is that right? I do remember you swimming as a youngster, so this is pretty cool. After graduation, she plans on diving in college, and she was asked if she could have dinner with anybody living or dead, who would it be and why? And she answered she would like to have dinner with Morgan Wallen, because he is her favorite country singer, and she's jealous of all the girls that get to meet him on TikTok. Her favorite team memory is every time that Mark would dive with us, especially the time his suit had cats all over it, but also the time where he went to Portillo's at 9:45 and sat in the parking lot waiting for it to open at 10 a.m. The advice that she gives to underclassmen is, make the best of every season. All 4 of them go by so fast. Treat each meet like it's your last, whether it be stepping up on the board with confidence or mentally preparing before a race. Just do your best in every situation. Abby Gibbs.
I'm not really good. Can you hear me? I'm not really good at emotional things, but we all know this is going to end up sappy anyways. But as an underclassman, we have always sat in the South Calf, oblivious to the idea that one day this will be us, standing up in front of everyone, talking about our favorite memories, tips and tricks for underclassmen, and a million other things that make us laugh so hard, we start to question why we have to do ab workouts in the first place if laughing does the job just as well. But I guess now it is finally my turn to do that, but I think it's most important to address the reason why we're all able to have the fun we've had these past 4 years, while still being able to be successful swimmers and divers. Our coaches, Mark, Clyde, Christina, and Hannah, without you, I don't know where we'd all be. Clyde, I learned how to swim at RFTC with you there. You've always been the epitome of team spirit with your green Adidas shoes, and now your orange and white ones. But my favorite memory, the yellow smiley face cookies that we'd get every Friday, and we'll have them tomorrow too. Wanting to hide in the locker rooms to avoid practicing when I was younger. I don't know how swimmers can swim. Mark, tough love has been a theme in how you've coached me over the past 4 years, but it's worked. You've got me to work hard and be competitive in tough situations. There definitely were times where it seemed like I wasn't trying, even if I was. But in the meet, I'd hit a dive, and I'd be more worried than proud of myself because I knew soon you'd be asking me why I couldn't do it like that in practice. But because of that mindset, you taught me to work hard and treat each dive like it was for a meet. Training like we were being judged after each turn would lead to success in all of our meets.
I've learned that I do better under pressure, but I still haven't learned to pressure myself without other people around. This leads to what I feel underclassmen should know. Thank you to the juniors. I know this year made it extra hard for you to plan things, but you outdid yourselves. To the rest of you, I can't emphasize enough how fast high school will fly by. Make the most of it, look ridiculous on dress-up days, scream the loudest and lose your voice cheering. Take a million pictures with your teammates because once you're done, the Snapchat flashbacks will make you cry. I'll miss you all, but I know you'll all do great things in the years to come.
All right, next person up is Emma Benno. Emma, this is your 4th year on the team. After graduation, you plan on attending Taylor University. She's already been accepted. She plans on training to be a social worker. And she was asked if she could have dinner with anybody, living or dead, who would it be and why. She said she would love to eat dinner with Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson. And I almost want you to unpack that a little bit tonight. It's interesting. I know who both of them are, and I'm in. Favorite team memory, last swim meet her freshman year, and the advice that she would give to underclassmen, she said, do not be discouraged if you don't go well on a race or a meet. Learn from those races and hammer down. Emma Benno.
Hello. Can you all hear me? Okay, yeah. So I'm not really good at public speaking, but I'm a senior, so I guess I have to. People don't swim because it's fun. Well, at least for me. Ask any swimmer. Most of them hate it, but they can't imagine their life without it. It's a part of them. It's something that we live for. We live for the 5 a.m. practices, pasta, cheers, long bus rides, invitationals, countless swim caps. Annabelle, I'm talking to you. Chlorine and coaches you hate but appreciate later. They live for the way it feels when you beat the person next to you by a 1/10 of a second. And you know those 2 extra laps you didn't practice were worth it. I'd say I never considered myself a swimmer, but at the start of this, but I can say all the 4 years going through swimming, it's not only helped me become a better swimmer, but it helped me become more confident and just more open to more relationships. And without that, I would have never met like such amazing people on this team, including all of my other seniors and underclassmen. I also want to thank the coaches. I'm really not a really outspoken person, but I really do appreciate everything you did, especially this year for fighting for us to have a season this year. So, yeah, I guess I'll just stop.
All right, next up we have Annabelle. Annabelle's been on the team for 4 years. After graduation, she plans to attend college in D.C., studying international relations. Her question, if she could be one place in the world that she could visit sparing no expense, where would it be and why? She said, I'd love to take a little trip around the world and stop in Australia, Greece, and Italy for the best food, views, and then go back to Australia with Bevy. Her favorite team memory is the pink out every year, Wheel of Fortune practices, volunteering at the marathon, and going downtown for the lake swim. Her advice for underclassmen is wear your blinking masks, right? Beep. Wear your masks. After dry land, run for the showers fast because no one will want to share. And 3, go all out for the dress-up days. You won't regret it.
Yep.
Annabelle.
Where do I start? This team has meant so much to me, and I don't know where I'd be without you guys these past 4 years. I want to start off by thanking everyone who's helped me with my 4 years on the team. The first thank you goes out to my parents who supported me through it all. From all the early morning drives to practice and late night crying sessions when I think I've had enough, they've supported me and done whatever I needed to help me. Mom, thank you for being my rock, especially my sophomore year. And for waking up before the sun would come up to drive me to practice, and then leaving work early to come and pick me up. And Dad, thank you for listening to me rant on for hours about some little thing I would forget the next day, and for always reminding me of my purpose and why I joined the team. Coaches, from Reggie my freshman year to Joyce my sophomore year, and Hannah and Christina these past 2 years, and Clyde the whole way through, thank you. You have all pushed me to be my best and have told me the honest truth when I didn't want to hear it. You guys have been the best example of what true leadership and commitment is, and I wish to do the same someday. To Hannah and Christina, thank you for putting your all into this team. This year was especially crazy, but you both are the best combo of fun and seriousness. To Clyde, thank you for your devotion to this team and for making this team a true family. I appreciate you all beyond words. Now to my teammates, thank you guys for being the most fun people out there. There's no way I would be here today without you all. To the seniors, it started out with 14 of us, and now we're down to 6. The other day,
There was 4
this was a crazy ride, and I love you guys so much. From Dan O'Brien's and the invites to our late arrival breakfast after practice and racing to the showers after dryland and all the meets and practices, it's been quite a ride. Debbie, thank you for being one of my best friends and my twin day partner since freshman year. You've been there with me through it all, and I can't thank you enough. From all of our adventures halfway around the world to right here in the pool, we've done it all, and I love you so much. Jasmine, thank you for being someone I could talk to at all hours about anything that was on my mind. From Millennium till now, you've given me constant support and advice through all my ups and downs. I look up to you so much, and I can't imagine what my life would be without you. To my fellow captains, thank you for making this season what it is. You all are some of the most hardworking, dependable, caring, and mature people I've ever met. You all care so much about this team, and it is seen in how you've led your pods and the heart you've put into our team. And to the juniors, thank you for making today what it is. You all have made this so special for us seniors, and we're so thankful. From the meet on Friday to today, we're so appreciative of everything you've done and how devoted you all have been. Being on this team is one of the best experiences I've ever had, and I'll forever be thankful for everyone who's helped me to be where I am today. To all you underclassmen, I know the seniors say this every year, but time truly flies by faster than you think. I still remember walking into the balcony my freshman year for tryouts, and now we're here giving our speeches at the most non-traditional season that has ever happened. Who knew? But if you take anything from what I'm saying, it's to not trip up on the little things and should just be in the moment. It's crazy to think that a few short months from now, we'll all be off to college and you'll have a new set of freshmen. But just remember that your 4 years go so much faster than you think, and soon enough you'll be here giving a speech and wondering what your next steps are in life. Just know that everyone on the team is so supportive and here to support you and cherish all the moments. I'll miss all of our dress-up days and singing songs in an octave that wasn't meant to be sung in. I'll miss dodgeball last year after the last dryland and glow stick practices that turned into swimming in the dark. And I'll miss our logger banging cheer before the first meet of the season, where we all went deaf for a couple minutes after, and countless relays that we poured our all into. But most of all, I'll miss the team and the family that we've created.
I never imagined that I'd get this attached to the team or be one of those annoying seniors crying during their speech. But soon you'll be up here too. So thank you all for making these past 4 years the best and for making me love this team more than I ever thought.
Thanks, Annabelle. Got one more? All right.
Close.
Next up, we have Jasmine Wood. Jasmine's been on the team for 4 years. Her plans for after graduation, or for after graduation, are to go to college. Her talent that she doesn't have, that she'd like to possess, is she'd like to have super speed, because she could then get more things done, and then she would just be faster. Her favorite team memory is the glow stick practices, and the advice that she gives to underclassmen is to keep snacks in your locker for after practice. Snacks. Jasmine Wood.
Okay, so I'm the last person, which probably was not a good idea because I talk a lot, but I don't know if I ever told anybody this. I probably did, but I actually started writing my senior night speech my freshman year. Unfortunately, I was looking around for it last night and I have no idea where I put it, so then I decided I was just going to wing it instead. But Betty was like, no, don't do that, because you'll go on for 15 minutes. And Annabelle's like, no, you're going to cry and you're not going to be able to improvise. So I actually did write down some bullet points, just to guide me along. First, of course, I have to thank my dad for forcing me to start swimming after I had epically failed at nearly every other physical sport on the face of this planet. That's a lot, but it's true. And my mom for forcing me to keep swimming even when I complained I wanted to quit. I am 100% confident in saying that without them, I would still be the chubby 12-year-old I was 6 years ago. Next, I want to thank, oh no, you have no idea. Next, I want to thank the coaches for being such transformative fixtures in my life over these past 4 years. Even though I didn't have a lot of you guys as my actual coaches, you all, I still learned a lot about leadership and service from all of you. So yes, and I want to thank Clyde for making swim less scary. I was terrified my first day on varsity, and I walked into the pool over there, and I saw you doing the whip and the nay-nay, and I was like, oh, from this point on, all will be okay. So, and it was. Lastly, I need to thank the team, you guys as a whole, for showing me what it really means to bond through our sweat, blood, and tears. You guys have been my family for the past 4 years, not only giving me the most amazing memories and incredible experiences, but also the confidence to be the person that I am today. Every single one of you has a special place in my heart, and I'm so grateful for the chance to be your teammate and friend. Now, we're halfway through, you guys. We're so close. I just have some quick words of advice for all of you guys. Freshmen, are you the freshmen? I can't see. I'm blind, so yeah. Okay, freshmen. Don't be afraid of this team. I know swimming is a horrible sport, and we all hate it. But if you open your whole heart to this sport, you will get exponentially more support and love in return. As I stand here right now, listen to me as I tell you that I do not have one single regret from the past 4 years in my decision to join this family. Sophomores, as you guys transition from being underclassmen to upperclassmen, it is more important than ever that you guys really rely on this team for all the help that you need. By now, you guys have been here long enough to know that there is no other bond like the one that you share with those sitting next to you right now. So please, please, please take advantage of that. Lastly, oh gosh, I'm not gonna cry, okay. Lastly, my juniors, guys, make the most of your senior season. In 50 years, when you're old and wrinkly, I really hope you can look back and smile at the unforgettable memories that you guys have made. And no, they don't all have to be happy moments. I, for one, am never gonna forget the first time I saw a mouse swimming in the East Pool during a morning practice my freshman year. No, I really won't, like it's ingrained in my memory. Okay, so I could go on, but you guys don't want to hear me go on, and it would include a lot of tears, so you're saved. As Clyde likes to say, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. Love you guys.
Are there any other elements tonight? I don't want to forget anything. Okay. Just a quick word. I will say that whenever you guys say, like I think, Emma, you said I'm not a swimmer and it's a horrible sport. You said it. I don't take offense to that. And I'm sure the coaches don't either. But what it speaks to is the kind of people that you are. And it's sort of like, does swimming pick you or do you pick it? You know, diving, does it pick you or do you pick it? Like going off the board and smacking for practice just sounds horrible, right? But you're here, and yeah, you all made it. There was some attrition, and I just congratulate you and commend you to going through this sort of gauntlet of training and meets and travel and friendships and hard work and all that. It's just it's an accomplishment, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's hard, you know, and yeah. So I have a ton of respect for you all. So thanks for your speeches, your prepared words. We really value the contribution you all made. So thank you. I've never done this before, but I feel like it'd be kind of fun to do a cheer to close out our time. Yeah. So maybe the seniors can come up here and just lead us. Just lead us in the cheer. We leave on a high note. All right?
Can we stand? Let's stand up.
You guys stand up. Maybe spread yourself out a little bit.
Are you guys going? Okay. Come up a little bit. Yeah. Our swim's here, right?
All right, ladies, thank you so much. Let's finish it out. Awesome season.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can go. I can go up here. Yeah, you guys go in the middle. See you guys in the middle? Yeah. We gotta make it smaller. Okay, so.
Can we, if you don't know,